Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, there's an NFC fighting storm between the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. Ready to get this game started? Here's Eddie Pinheiro. And we're off from MetLife. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. By Theo Johnson. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Darts setting in the throw here. And locates Daniel Bellinger. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for a New York first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Connects on the crosser. They get there to take him down right around the 41.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
This one goes for 3 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down. New set of downs for them. It starts at the 38. Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Scattergood now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Offensive line fast.
2 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here's Dart. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home. That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. The defense rallied. They responded. Force a 4th down.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. One play action with Dart. And got his man. Touchdown, New York. The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Graham Gano, the tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy throwing here to start. Flush out now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. 12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Wheeled in by George moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this one won't be caught. We got a flag here. Looked like there may have been some early contact before that throw arrived. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's first and 10. From the gun is Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second down.
Now Purdy. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 17 yards. And the 49er.
First down, Purdy to throw. To his back it goes, Jordan James. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. On the move, headed right. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs. This, our last play of the quarter.
Turnover on downs.
Driving forward with Scattergood. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Dart from the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. Gets up the edge to the 35. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pull that in front further. 13-zip.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Now it's Purdy. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith-Njigba. And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the 49er first down.
First down throw by Purdy. And the deep ball falls incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off the defense at any time.
Escapes the pocket. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Pass is pulled in by James. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. He goes to the hurry up here.
16 more yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
Working inside the red zone. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The 49ers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. It's Darius Slayton with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. First down now, ball at the 33. On the handoff, here's Scatterboot. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Offense in the hurry up here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
To throw, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scatterboot. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. And he'll go down here. Covers up nicely after a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
It's Scatterboot on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Now go play action. Here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
we see that throw because I close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first. From the red zone on 1st. Is caught, and he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Running with Scatterboot. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 13-point lead. Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's a give inside to James. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now run, James. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. He gets 6 on that play. And that gives the 49ers the first. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money, a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taking a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself. I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Under the gun this time. Here's Dart. Catch is made. It's Dalen Hyatt. And he is stopped with authority there. But that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. On the ground, it's Scannaboo. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing now off the play action. Hits it through the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good for a New York 1st down. From the gun, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
On the carry, this is Scannaboo. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly marked up, too. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Getting out to his left. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. And there's has a man there. It's intercepted.
Intercepted by the 49ers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Forced out to his right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. No look on his first look of the game, so now it's going to be third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Looking to throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Go ahead.
Back to throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up first and 10. Running with James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up third down. Throw here, third down. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. From the gun is Purdy. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Offense in the hurry up here. Purdy on first down. Smith and Jigba. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco. To the air again. Purdy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Second down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Slayton with a return. This makes it up to the 25. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. We'll give right side. It's Scatterbury. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Bernardo Green with that tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Pulled in by his back, Scatterbury. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. From the pistol, he gave to Scatterbury. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Design quarterback run here. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants take a 13-point lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right, an extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They run. It's James. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best phrase, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Oh, and they fake it. And the fake works to perfection. 1st down.
I wonder how many times Kate, the kicker's gone to the coach and said, Coach, I can pull this off. They finally gave him a shot, and it turns out he was right. What a great play.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Purdy to throw it. Connecting on the slant. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
And going in motion here. On third down, Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he goes out of bounds. What a play to end this third quarter. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the fourth. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Yellow. Watch out! Yellow.
From the red zone on 1st. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Get set.
Now Purdy. This one's caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Buying some time right. And he's going to go out of bounds with close to enough for the first. But he is marked short, so it is 4th down and less than a yard.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarmed.
And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now within 1 score in the fourth. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. And they love the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. Oh, the 49ers are saying they have it. It looks like they do. Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide now's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. To get an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down. Scoring a touchdown still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field. I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Desperation time here. Short pass brought in. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on 4th.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. He runs it beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Running this with James. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
He'll throw it. Brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. 49ers down by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Now to throw. And he makes the catch, but he will. Not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Great starting spot here for the 49ers. They're headed up 1st and 10. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. In the shotgun, it's Jones. Comes this one off to James. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Looking fast as that clock ticks down. 1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. You have to throw to the outside.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
It's now 3rd and 19.
Here he is to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're going to pass it here. Chased out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
On play action with darts. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the gun, it's Tracy. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. And timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
3 yards.
So first down from the 41.
First down.
From the gun, here's Dart. Hits him on the in route. And he has the Giants' first down. And it's indeed a giant one, partner. That locks up this victory. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Giants come away with the win. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month.